a dead priest or billionaire who recently bought a castle of power only to find the lower levels totally inadequate for your dungeon needs? For me, Relaxo, the dungeon dude! I can whip any space into evil shape in no time flat. You come down here, oh look, the whole area would be great for a crypt, but it's totally open, no gate, no traps, not even an evil talking door. I can fix that for you. And check out these recent before and after photos from my latest project. I took this boring hallway, made it into an awful chamber. You can put paladins, thieves, or even city councils who don't want your housing development. And look at this, an unfinished first floor workspace. What do? I make it a nightmare scenario. I provided the ghouls, the hex, the giant face, even the child ghost. And I can do all that for you. So if you need a dungeon, you need the dungeon dude. Summon me, Relaxo, today! I have no insurance. I have no insurance. I have no insurance. I have no insurance.
Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand aquarium emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, here to inflict you with the slings and arrows of outrageous trivia. But I didn't write this outrageous trivia because this is no normal episode of Grand Trivia. Oh.
It's kind of like...
Repeat what you said. Start over. You were muted.
We outsourced it.
Yeah.
We outsourced.
Yes.
Your suffering.
We did.
Because much like the nation which many of you are in right now, we enjoy outsourcing our work to other people like me, an intern.
Yes.
And beloved, worshipped, incredible administrators of suffering. It's
Missy information from Who Wants to Be a Missionaire.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
You obviously want to be more with a celebrity like me than this lowly intern.
I do, and for once, I decided to take myself out of the trivia competition. That's my birthday gift to all of you. You don't have to sweat it. I'm not going to be there running up to the finish line and biffing it at the very last time. That will be your job to do tonight.
Yeah, you're not going to walk up to the finish line and go...
Not tonight.
We love it. As much as we
Not
love
tonight.
the unfairness of them having to fight tooth and nail against an upper dimensional being
Pretty great.
amongst
It's
their
true.
trivia ranks.
I like how they try so hard, they get so far, and in the end, it doesn't even matter.
In the end, it doesn't even Missionaire trivia madness in the end. So it's very fun. Ooh.
Crowd.live and enter the code Zinc needs immediate questionable ka-chow.
Thank you so much, 1B.
Thank you, 1BBBR, and thank you for those yakety sacks we love so much. Vlogthoven.
No, it's very nice that you said you're outsourcing the trivia to someone else tonight. This is my tribute, my birthday tribute to one of the things that got me into trivia to begin with. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And my favorite part of the show, of course, when probably everyone's favorite part, is when someone got to $1 million question.
I liked Regis.
Well, Regis, of course, as well. So tonight I have for you 15 questions that were all worth $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
So would you have won $1 million in tonight's...
Would you have won $15 million?
In tonight's Trivia Madness?
That is a magnificent shtick. Missy,
And so, yes.
Mother of Suffering.
Millions.
I didn't write any of the questions either, and so that's the nice thing about it. It's all outsourced to the. This is my tribute to the wonderful question writers at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, who got me into it to begin with, and so I didn't have to do any damn work on my birthday.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay.
those writers
They're
are
nowhere.
They would never do a
I'm
question about a dissolved rat in a can of Mountain Dew.
That's true. I'm going to warn you. Not nearly enough questions about diner trivia references on here.
They wouldn't even dare touch Hershey Park's Reese's Cup Fusion.
This whole trivia show is actually done on the backs of unpaid trivia writers in former colonies. That's true. And the
we're
all
like
the
a regular chat GPT.
all the trivia slides are done in a Korean animation studio. It's very much a mill.
I mean, most shows don't
anyway.
animate live because it's a terrible strain on the animator's wrists.
Yeah, how
Not
many
this
will
one. Look at me go.
will be incorrect answers? That's the thing you have to ask yourself. Is the risk worth it? Because there's no multi-select, there's no all correct, there's no none missing. This is true trivia, so you can always walk away and not guess, but it might be worth millions.
You also
of
get no
madness.
lifelines.
And just like not a raffle, there's no cash prize. This is not actually worth any millions of dollars. There's no giveaway. This is not $1 million giveaway.
No. Oh, I have. Okay. I'm going to go down who's playing, and I'm only going to read the names I approve of.
Oh.
So there's Missy Walk Run, Issum, Norm McDonald, Miss Tato's Infor Molasses, Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness, Apollo One Question Allah, 1 Million Doll Hairs, Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie, and Shrek Regis.
Shrek Regis is great. Oh,
It's a great clip.
That's gonna be our midpoint. Has to be Fluvel's Mind Palace for Shrek.
Can you
Regis.
guess what the second place player's name is that I don't appreciate?
Yes, the Sith No. Yes, the Sith did.
Did what? You're going in the right direction. What have we talked a lot about that the Sith do not do?
Fuck.
The Sith did not. Yeah, the Sith didn't do 9/11.
We both went 9/11 and fuck. This is my brain. This is a late millennial brain.
It's yes. The Sith did celebrate Halloween officially.
Oh.
So if you want to go to crowd.live and enter the code ZNIQK, without spreading misinformation. Well, I guess your name is Misinformation, so spreading misinformation in your honor is kind of appropriate.
It is. It is very funny that all of my trivia questions are based on fact, given my name. But that's why Missy and not Miss.
No. I mean, yes, they do sometimes have. I did say the thing, and now I'll play that iconic sound.
The crowd
gong. As your first question comes now, or Missy will get to read this first question.
Indeed. And this first question was the first ever question for $1 million that was revealed. On February 22nd, 1989, what group won the first Grammy for Best Hard Rock Metal? Was it A, Metallica, B, AC/DC, C, Living Colour, or D, Jethro Tull?
Ooh. I don't know the answer, but can I guess?
Is this the question that John Carpenter won $1 million on?
No, this person walked away. This was not the first win. This person walked away from this one. I did not actually include John Carpenter's on here because I figured too many people might know that one.
It's just very funny also that it's John Carpenter. And it's not that John Carpenter.
It's not that John Carpenter. Not that one.
Yeah, I thought a celebrity should be close to the camera here in this studio, not a lowly intern.
This is true.
Also, I like this. I like the chat pop up because it gives big energy when they did the "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" celebrity VH pop up editions.
Oh yeah,
where they had the facts popping up while they had the reruns of the trivia celebrity editions on there. It was great.
We got to do one of those at some point.
I think it was Metallica.
Why?
Because it is what my heart says.
Okay, well, let's see if your heart was right. Should you have listened to Shmi Skywalker's advice? Let's find out. One of you said Metallica. 3 of you said AC/DC. 0 of you said Living Colour. And 5 of you said Jethro Tull.
I should have guessed that because it's the dorkiest of names.
And is it correct? Yeah, it is.
It is a baffling win on the first time because no one was sure why Jethro Tull was included in either hard rock or metal, but they won the very first one.
And they won for the album Crest of a Knave, where they beat Metallica, who was expected to win the album, but didn't, or win the award, but did not win it.
I believe it was one of Metallica's only losses ever in that category. Was the Jethro Tull?
Wait. Missy, can you hum or sing
Metallica is
one of their songs?
Jethro Tull song?
Excuse me, both of you need to let me talk.
Yes.
Metallica is the most recent recipient for 72 seasons in that category. Okay, now you can say whatever you were saying.
Not from that album, but Jethro Tull is sitting on a park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. That's a terrible lyric to start off your song with Jethro Tull. But it's like, Aqualung. Sun drifting cold, an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way he knows.
Okay.
And then riff. Now imagine me on one leg, standing on one leg crossed on it with a flute, and that's Jethro Tull.
Okay.
Their singles are Sunshine Day, A Song for Jeffrey, Love Story, Living in the Past, Sweet Dream, Bore, The Witch's Promise, Inside, Locomotive Breath, Hymn 43, Aqualung, Thick as a Brick.
As a brick.
Part 1.
Part 1, yeah. They are a good band. It's just it's not quite hard metal.
Living in the Past, A Passion Play, Bungle in the Jungle, Skating Away on Thin Ice of the New Day, Minstrel in the Gallery, Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. I'll see about that. The Whistler, Songs from the Wood, Moths, A Stitch in Time, Sweet Dream, Warm Sporan, North Sea Oil, Home, Working John, Working Doe, Filing Dale Flyer, Broadsword, Fallen on Hard Times, Beastie / Pussy Willow, Lap of Luxury, Coronach. They have a lot more.
Coronach.
Another Christmas song, but not the Stephen Colbert one.
Nope.
But let's go to the
good band. Yes, Ian Anderson has metal hair.
Missy Walk Run is in first place with Shrek Regis in second. Missy Millionaire Madness Maddie in third. Opala and Question Allah in fourth. Issam in fifth. Yes, the Sith did celebrate Halloween official in sixth. Phony Friend, or as I call you, Falendil. Aquabung in eighth. What is Shrek Regis?
What is Shrek Regis?
In ninth. Abigail's here. Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness in 10th. Miss Tato is in for Molasses in 11th. $1 million hairs.
Doll hairs.
Bah, bah, bah. And Norm MacDonald in 13th place.
Norm MacDonald getting screwed in this version of Millionaire 2 so far.
Yeah, even with his
But it's
giant
early.
hat that
It's
he
early.
wore to play Burt Reynolds.
It's very funny.
Yeah, very funny. Very funny. Let's see if his luck turns around with question number 2.
Yes, indeed. What Shakespeare character says something is rotten in the state of Denmark? Is it Hamlet, Marcellus, Horatio, or Laertes?
Ooh.
Alas, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would have gotten it wrong.
This person also walked away. They did not know the correct answer when they took a guess. So.
What do you mean you would have gotten it wrong?
Well,
You don't know the answer
I would
yet.
have said that it was one answer, but I can.
It's not on here?
While you're positioned like this, Floofel, I can see directly into your mind palace.
Oh.
There you go.
You moved your mind palace. Now I can no longer see the answers.
There's no longer a psychic connection to the
No,
correct
I
answer
broke
somehow.
the connection.
You broke the connection.
I fucked it up, says WizWorld Live.
Ha!
WizWorld
since
Live is also doing a show this Friday that you should check out. And Missy was on last week, so watch the VOD to see Missy just
Yes.
absolutely kill it on WizWorld Live.
And do a hoedown.
And do a hoedown.
Mm-hmm. Dream come true.
What did you
just
think the answer was?
I thought the answer was, I was going to say that the answer was Horatio or Laertes.
Yeah.
Because I knew it wasn't Hamlet. But instead, it's a character that I have no memory of.
One of you said it was Hamlet. 4 of you said it was Marcellus Wallace. No, they said it was Marcellus. 3 of you said it was Horatio, and 2 of you said I'll boot you out, Maddie. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. I said Laertes like a moron. Well, the correct answer was Marcellus, so you did indeed say it was Laertes like a moron.
I have no memory of Marcellus's role in this play.
I believe played by Jack Lemmon in the Kenneth Branagh version, which was very funny to hear that line delivered from him.
Yes, in 1996's Hamlet, it was Jack Lemmon as Marcellus.
What did Marcellus do?
something's wrong
What's
in the state of
his
Denmark.
deal?
He said something
They got
is
guard.
rotten in the state of Denmark.
It's at the very beginning of the play. They're basically two
He's
guards
a
walking around before the ghost comes out, and the one says to the other, "Something's wrong in the state of Denmark," as
Marcellus
if to say
is
like
a character,
something's
according to
up.
ShakespeareGeek.com, Marcellus is a character in William Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Although he is not one of the main characters, Marcellus plays a crucial role in the plot development of the play. He is a soldier and a loyal friend to Prince Hamlet, the protagonist of the play.
Spoilers.
Marcellus is introduced in the first act of Hamlet when he and his fellow guard, Bernardo, encounter the ghost of King Hamlet while keeping watch on the battlements of Elsinore Castle. The appearance of the ghost sparks curiosity, as it will, and fear among the guards, as it will. And Marcellus becomes an essential witness to the supernatural events that unfold throughout the play.
Indeed.
I'll delete your clip, Maddie. Oh, HDub also fucked it up, and for some reason, fucked it up was blocked by Automod from HDub, but not from Wiz. Oh, probably because Wiz has the Prime Gaming. Oh no, has VIP.
Oh, VIPs can say fuck.
VIPs can swear?
Apparently.
What is with this, like, second-class citizen swearing system that we have?
I'll just add them as a VIP. It'll be fine.
Hi, I have my cunt pass right here. It's I paid extra for it.
This is my cunt license. It licensed me to say cunt.
My license to serve.
I believe spunk is allowed here on this stream.
Oh, here's this clip. Did celebrate Halloween official in 6th. Yes, the Sith did celebrate Halloween official in 6th. Phony friend. So it's clearly, I said it in 6th. It's very clearly your name, not me confirming it.
Maddie.
Look, Maddie, maybe in the fan-run server where you don't need a disc to play, there they celebrate Halloween. But in real canon Star Wars Galaxies, they didn't celebrate Halloween.
Can we make Maddie a second-class swearing citizen?
Do better at editing.
Dan Clancy, if you're watching, let me add joke rolls to the chat.
Hey,
all of the
Fluval.
rolls I can do.
Blue would be ashamed if they heard that the Sith celebrated Halloween, wouldn't it?
Yeah, hey, I'll make you an angel
Don't
in
let
America.
those fuckers know that you celebrate Halloween.
I'll make
you
you an
throw
angel
it down
in
their
America.
throats that they celebrate Halloween. You make them say Halloween's an official thing. Make them take that position.
I'll make you an angel in America. Bam, 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 bam.
Roy Cohn, too.
Roy Cohn 2. This time it's Conier. Roy Cohn 2. Coney Island.
Oh.
Now let's go to our leaderboard, where Missy Walk Run is in first place, living up to Missy's name. Shrek Regis in second. Always two there are. Why is it not zooming there? Weird. Shrek Regis in second. Opala 1 Questionala in third. Yeah, best you can do is ban and unban someone a bunch to make them a suspicious user. Opala 1 Questionala in third. Aquabung in fourth. And Phony Friend in fifth.
Aquabung.
Missy.
That's true, man. Argyle can do that.
Argyle does have mod powers. Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie in sixth. Yes, the Sith did celebrate Halloween. Official slander in seventh. Phony a Friend in eighth. What is Shrek Regis in 10th? $1 million hairs in 11th. Missy Tato is in for molasses in 12th. Pissy's a Spillionaire Bladderness in 13th. And Norm McDonald in 14th place as we go now.
H-Dub doesn't play.
As we go now to question 3, already in progress.
Question 3, the third question that was ever asked that won $1 million. Which insect shorted out an early supercomputer and inspired the term computer bug? Moth, roach, fly, or Japanese beetle? And I believe this computer resides at the Iowa State University in Ames.
I would have gotten this correct.
We're getting a quote from LBJ.
Oh.
Yeah, now another thing, the crotch down where your fluval's at is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, give me an inch so I can let it out there because they cut me. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are the best I've ever had anywhere in the United States. Now Jumbo gets to live in real comfort. Because Jumbo is what he named his penis.
I say we do trivia not because we want to suffer. We do trivia because it is hard.
Now another thing. All crotch down where your fluval's hang. Is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, just give me an inch that I can let out there because they cut me, the press. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are these are the best that I've had anywhere in the United States.
Remember when John Carpenter asked the question about me being on Laugh-In for $1 million? Suck it to me.
Wait, that was his $1 million question?
Yes, which president appeared on Laugh-In was his $1 million question. And the answer was
kidding
Richard
me?
Nixon. I'm not kidding.
These goddamn amateurs at Millionaire.
Yes, and that's the reason that he called his dad to tell him that he was going to win $1 million because he knew the answer.
I remember I was watching live when it happened.
Yes, suck it to me. Were you live when the computer bug first came into existence?
Yeah.
Did you send it in there?
Fluval actually planted that bug.
I've been here since the Big Bang.
You see,
I
Fluval
figured.
intercepted the
The what?
bug.
The moth.
The moth!
The moth that came to Gandalf and was
Yes.
like, and when Gandalf captured him, was like, go get Gwaihir, Windlord, to come save me from this tower. Fluval actually intercepted and then put that moth into the first computer, and Gwaihir just showed up. He was just passing by, so the moth really didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, Gwaihir was in Xerox Park.
Lucky. That's absolutely lucky coincidental timing. One be just really being unconfident. You would be walking away from so many of these on the show.
Yes.
They're hard. They're $1 million questions.
Now
And you
let's
all are
go
doing
to the
very well.
leaderboard, and that is my final answer.
Oh, it was actually Mothman.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was Mothman. Missy Walk Run is in first place. In second place, Shrek Regis. In third, Opala One Question Allah. In fourth, Phony, a friend. In fifth, Ism. In sixth, Aquabung. In seventh, Phony Friend. In eighth, Slander. You're not slander. Lies. Lies. Deception. In ninth, What is Shrek Regis? In 10th, Missy's Millionaire Madness Metty. In 11th, Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness. In 12th, $1 million hairs. In 13th, Norm MacDonald. And in 14th, Missy Tato's Infor Molasses. Because, of course, Norm MacDonald actually gained the most points on that question. And Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie lost the most points. Norm got 906 points, proving that it's not too bad that he's not as smart as he thought he was in the first place.
Ooh.
And Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie losing 747. Yeah.
I will. Okay.
Faster.
If the entire chat, the majority of the chat, asks for a 50-50 before a question is revealed, one of the 15, I will tell you which two are not right. But you'll have to lock it. Unlike the, because obviously with the timer, you can't really vote in it.
Yeah.
But before a question, to say, this question, give us a 50-50, and I will shout out before like the question gets read. I'll even say, blah,
Wiz,
blah are not correct.
Wiz, you can phone a phony.
You can phone a phony. But that's in time. That's like the show. That's in time where like the phony will have to get their
it'll eat
opinion.
up time.
So if 50% of the chat...
No, if all the chat wants a 50-50.
Oh, so if every single person in the chat says 50-50...
Fluval, did you make the last question a bidding question?
Yeah.
Then the last question is not allowed then. Not for the bidding one.
Not for the bidding one.
No.
Yes.
The first
anything
14.
up to the bidding one. Yes, up to the first 14. But yes, 15 questions just like the show.
Is immediately unionizing.
I'm proud of all of you.
No, because I wasn't planning for
step
being
closer
betting,
to
but
the-
then I realized, oh, betting is a thing. So yes.
Your unionizing is one step closer to the utopia that we'll get to smack down.
Well, group think on it as we get to the next question, and we'll see how if you would have needed it for this one. Playwright Anton Chekhov graduated from the University of Moscow with a degree in what? Law, medicine, philosophy, or economics? This was Rosie O'Donnell's $1 million question. She walked away. If she had guessed, she would have been wrong.
And of course, Anton Chekhov also sport fucked his way across Faerun.
He did.
He did.
And he had sex with a demon so bad that it killed all his friends.
I want to lock in my answer
Okay.
Yes.
really quick. I think, but I don't know for sure, but I think it's B. I don't know why.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't have been philosophy. Also, this was like a long time ago. I read a bunch of Chekhov plays.
This was a long time ago. Yeah.
And like it was easier to like get degrees in the hard stuff like economics and medicine because they're like mathy, right? But like they're not that mathy.
Yeah, they're not that mathy.
I did 5 audio drama adaptations of Chekhov's stories that exist. So I've noticed. I've studied Anton Chekhov a bit,
But I don't want to. You studied Anton Chekhov. Interesting.
Yes. So there's a theme throughout his plays that goes throughout that when you know what his study was makes a bit of sense.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily Chekhov's gun, although that is a thing.
He was a shooter. None of these are right. He was a sportsman.
Yes.
He has a degree in gun. Can Fluval move his mouth without speaking? Because then we could hear intern Christy talking out of Fluval's mouth.
Ooh.
I guess you could. Whoever that is. 2 of you said law. 2 of you said medicine. 3 of you said philosophy. And 3 of you said economics.
Now, I'll tell you, Rosie's guess would have been economics, which is wrong. So if you said that, it's wrong. It's medicine.
I would have been
correct.
right.
Yeah, he writes a lot.
Right.
Like, medicine and doctors and people having medical ailments and stuff is a huge deal in Chekhov plays.
Yeah.
And when you learn that he had a degree in medicine, it makes a lot more sense. But yeah, he studied medicine.
It's like how I have a degree in trivia. And Shrek Regis and Phony a friend are the only ones who got it right. And that's why Shrek Regis is now in first place. Missy Walk Run in second. Phony a Friend up to third. Apollo One Question Alla in fourth. Yeah, I have a degree in guns too.
And guns.
Phony Friend in fifth. Deception in sixth. Miss Issa in seventh. Aquabung in eighth. What is Shrek Regis in ninth? $1 million. Norm MacDonald in 11th. Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie in 12th. Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness in 13th. Missy Tato's Info Molasses in 14th. Miskatonic Collegiate University.
Yes, Miskatonic University, of course. Yes.
Miskatonic Miskatonic Collegiate University. The MCU, the good old MCU.
The old MCU.
Where I got my degree. The MCU.
I loved their mascot, the MCU Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you want to dip into the archives, you might even be able to see a D&D adventure set there.
Ooh.
And maybe not. Who knows if it's backed up or whatever in your dimension. But you know what is backed up in your dimension? Question 5.
Which of the following landlocked countries is entirely contained within another country? Lesotho, Burkina Faso, Mongolia, or Luxembourg?
So this has been on the show before.
Yeah, I also know this answer because in high school, my Model UN team represented this country.
Oh, yes. This was one of those geography facts that I learned. I was like, oh, it's interesting.
Intern Forrest knew this one too right away.
Mm-hmm. There's actually 2 landlocked countries within the same country that this country is within.
Yes.
Is it? I have to talk about what the second one is.
Well,
because I think the second one isn't entirely landlocked because there's a coastal area.
Oh, is there?
Vatican City is landlocked.
Yes, technically, but this is why it's asking which of these ones is, because there's technically more than one depending upon what you count as countries and stuff. Is Vatican City a city-state? Is it a principality? Is it a country?
It's the kingdom of God, Missy.
Yes.
Oh,
just
no,
that one.
I'm
that
correct.
1 square mile.
There's no coastal area of.
Which one is this? Because then I want to know what the second one is. I'm curious. I was thinking the second one was Swaziland, which I know I've changed its name, but I can't think of what it's called now.
Swaziland doesn't have a coastal area.
Yeah.
It's
it doesn't?
blocked off just by a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's nearer to the
Eswatini.
coast, but.
Yes, very split on these answers here.
Yeah, Lesotho is the correct answer.
Lesotho, contained entirely within South Africa.
Yep.
Mongolia has China and Russia between them. Luxembourg has the Netherlands and Belgium, and Burkina Faso, I don't remember, but it's on the coast of Africa and has 2 countries next to it.
And Missy Walk Run got it right, as did Norm MacDonald, the only 2 to get it right.
Ooh.
And Missy got it right the fastest, getting 496 points, while Norm only got 143. And Shrek Regis lost the most points, losing 930. Well, but you should have read it right. No, Wiz, see, the key to playing trivia is answering it correctly.
Oh, no. Rude.
I'm just being helpful. It's just a helpful hint. And speaking of helpful hints, what's up? Oh, you did answer correctly. Well, congratulations. Oh, of course you're Norm. Well, I'm glad you answered it right, I guess. Much like I guess, I'm glad that it's time for... It's a wacky ticket reunification game where you don't get anything of monetary value. All you get is the satisfaction of forcing these tickets who would like to be apart to be together. Just like you have to be with that drunk uncle who keeps talking about, I don't know.
How much matter they consume.
Yeah, how much matter they consume. Farts and how they heart them.
The different bodily ailments they have because of how much matter they consume.
I mean, yeah, that's what, you don't want to talk about that on Christmas.
Fish oil pills. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't mean to bring that up in front of you, Fluval.
I mean, I'm not a fish, so that's okay.
I know.
I just appear to one like you lowly third-dimensional beings. You couldn't oil me, Greg.
We've tried.
I will not use you for any lubricants anytime soon.
No, I am no lubricant. I am Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Ooh, we have 169 in this.
Dang.
3969. 13.
396913. Also, no purchase was necessary to participate. And yeah, not a raffle. Just a wacky ticket reunification game.
It's all about the
What's your next ticket?
396808. 396808.
396808. Do you have it? Do you get to inflict suffering on 396808?
Not
What
this
about
one.
396799?
396799. That's right. This segment's happening already, Wiz, even though it's only 8:47 in your dimension. Oh, 799 is single lock run. One.
The satisfaction of knowing you will win at least one thing tonight, for sure.
One BBR.
Yay! Our next ticket.
I think it's very funny that I've learned how to write a sports thing just because of one BBR.
Yeah. 396746.
396746. Now, obviously, I already knew how to do that. I was speaking as if I was a human experiencing linear time and actually learning skills. It was a translator error. Hella low key.
Oh no, how lowly.
Oh, I thought you said hella low key.
It is hella low key too.
Like in what sense? The Marvel character from Marvel Rivals, or like?
Yes, the
not high
Marvel
key?
character, our bisexual king, our lover boy. 396726.
A presidential candidate Loki,
Yeah,
because he did run for president.
Matt Damon, of course.
Matt Damon. Oh yeah, he's a good Loki.
Yeah,
In Dogma. You remember Dogma?
I love Dogma.
Remember Dogma 2's coming.
No.
Yeah, Kevin Smith announced he's doing Dogma 2, and then it's coming to Blu-ray finally after being in, like, purgatory for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Dogma? Yeah.
Didn't he
True.
also play Loki in the MCU in the play
Yeah,
within
in the
a play?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I just realized, is that also a layer of the joke?
Yeah.
Or is it just because he's Matt
Oh.
Damon?
Yeah, that's part of the joke.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was part of the
Yeah.
joke.
it's 'cause
I
he's
just even
Loki.
rewatched Dogma recently
Yeah.
and didn't make it the connection
Yeah.
then either.
Yeah, it's a meta joke. That's part of the... It's
Okay.
a multi-layered joke. I know it's unusual because Marvel does not tend to have those,
Yeah.
but it does. And we also have a very important message that we need to bring to you, the people of Earth.
Ooh.
Incoming transmission from the moon.
This is Silverfingers. I have stolen the sun. If you ever want to sun your buttholes again, you must send me the following items. A tea bag made of diamonds. Guinea pig armor made of pure silver. A Tom Paris commemorative plate. You have 72 hours. Until then, your buttholes will remain pale and unwarmed. Silverfingers out.
So yeah, if you want to sun your buttholes again, you better return the sun. Or you better give those items to the Silverfingers so you can get your sun back.
It's Silverfingers.
Silverfingers, the dastardly villain.
That's the dastardly-
Silverfingers.
Ba-ba-da! The dastardly villain of the Seven Systems. But
They're the
Silverfingers
one-
doesn't want to fix climate
one
change.
who
They want a
was
commemorative plate.
Fuck Silverfingers.
He's the one that finger your bum with the sun. It's
Yuck.
Silverfinger.
Ya frozen bum. He stole the sun. Now, after that chilling revelation, let's go back to trivia with question number 6.
In the US, the Sony Walkman personal cassette player was originally marketed in 1979 under what name? The Soundabout, the Listener, the Eardrummer, or the Stowaway? to me the eardrummer. I don't know why I had my brain. My brain had it, and the Erdrummer. The Erdrummer. You know the German Erdrummer?
Yes, was it known as the soundabout, the listener, the
Erdrummer, or the stowaway. Soundabout.
I
It's
think
a soundabout. The listener.
I think
The
it's
listener.
the stowaway, but I think I'm wrong.
Why stowaway?
I don't know.
That sounds like sound reasoning.
Erdrummer.
Drume. Well, your answers are all in. Let's see what you picked. 5 of you said soundabout. 0 of you said
Ooh.
listener, and 1 said Erdrummer. And 2 of you said stowaway. Ooh.
Well, it was marketed originally in the UK as stowaway, but in the US it was the soundabout.
The soundabout.
Wow.
And only Missy's Millionaire Madness, Norm MacDonald, Issa, Miss Tato's Inform Molasses, and Pissy's Billionaire Bladderness got it right. But Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie got it right the fastest, in only 5.7 seconds, gaining 872 points, while Phony, a friend, lost the most points, losing 625 points. Which means on our leaderboard, Missy Walk Run is still in first, Shrek Regis in second, Opala 1 Questionala in third, Phony, a friend, in fourth. Just the worst, the big lie in fifth.
The big lie in fifth.
Issam in sixth, Norm MacDonald in seventh, Aquabung in eighth, Phony Friend in ninth. What is Shrek Regis in 10th? $1 million hairs in 11th. Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie in 12th. Miss Tato's in for Molasses. Which sounds like Miss Tato's is subbing in for Molasses.
Yeah.
13th. And Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness in 14th. As we now fly on to question 7.
This is Norm MacDonald's question. During the Cold War, the U.S. government built a bunker to house Congress under what golf resort? The Breakers, the Greenbrier, Pinehurst, or the Broadmoor?
All I know is Michael Jordan's being taken there in this gif.
Norm thought he might know it, but had been very willy-nilly betting on questions before then, so Regis said, think about it for a second, which Norm interpreted as him meaning he was wrong, so chose to walk away when he knew it, and Regis was just like, I didn't know if you knew or not. You just were like betting really like you just want him to slow down and think about it for a second. So yeah, this is the one where people said he got screwed out of winning $1 million.
He did.
But a lot of people didn't realize at the time is that Norm literally had checked out of a gambling addiction facility. So there was a little reason for Regis to be like, hey, take a deep breath before you like jump into this. Not saying he's like wrong or whatever, but just like deep breath. Because she's like, are you sure you know it? And he's like, I don't know if I know it. I don't know. I guess the thing is a green.
Hot takes about Regis Philbin going off in the chat right now. Regis Philbin, of course, the namesake of Intern Forrest's first ever quest character. A troll named Regis Philbin.
His question before that involved knowing that the play O Calcutta had pieces written by John Lennon and Samuel Beckett.
But yeah, I'm not sure they should have had him on with the info that he had a gambling addiction.
Yes, and his reasoning for saying it was like, I don't know, I heard O Calcutta's dirty, so D, O Calcutta, final answer. And Regis was like, what? Oh, I mean, you're right, but he's like, almost had a heart attack then.
Are you sure?
He didn't even get to put final answer on, because Norm's like, yeah, final answer. He just like said it before even Regis had a chance to chat.
Norm, are you sure you want to
like,
say that? Maybe breathe, step back and breathe a little.
Are you sure?
Well, let's see what you picked on this one. The Breakers said none of you. 2, the Greenbrier said. 5, Pinehurst, you said. And 1 of you said Broadmoor.
I've actually been to the Broadmoor. It's in Colorado. It's not the right answer.
Okay.
Neither is the majority answer, Pinehurst. It's the Greenbrier.
And 2 of you got it right. The correct answer is, in fact, the Greenbrier. That, during the Cold War. On Hershey Park's The Cold War. But yeah, only Miss Tato's in for Molasses and Shrek Regis got it right.
Regis's extracurricular activities strictly prohibited.
And we all know
No
Shrek
discussion.
Regis. Shrek Regis would get this one because he was trolling Norm on that question. So it's his expertise there.
And despite getting it wrong, no, they got it right. Despite not getting it right the fastest, Shrek Regis held on to first. Miss Tato's in for Molasses got it right the fastest. But it wasn't enough to really get them too high up that leaderboard. They're still all the way down in 13th place. Issam got it wrong the fastest, losing 777 points. So your top 5 are Shrek Regis, Missy Walk Run, Opala, One Question Allah, Deception, and Fuck Regis.
The fact
Would you have known that one,
missed
Wiz?
because you were getting matter to consume,
Yeah.
I think is karmic justice.
Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it for what you did, Wiz. How dare you put trivia down for matter to consume?
Ugh.
How dare you?
That peanut butter better have been worth it. I mean, I'm sure it is, because peanut butter's great. Obviously,
No,
a
it's
spoonful
not.
of it sometimes.
Ugh.
Oh, but Fluval, that feeling when it gets caught in the back of your throat. and you
Oh
have to wash
God,
it down
nothing.
with
I don't want
something.
anything caught in my throat. Ugh.
Oh, yummy, 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 yummy.
Suffering is the only thing to live off of and consume. You're so disgusting, you lowly third-dimensional beings. Ugh.
Oh, it's blocked up and said, how trivial.
Yeah, your need to consume matter is trivial. I don't
It's so
consume the
trivial.
pebbles. I spit them out.
He hawked to a spits.
Tua is that
Oh,
pebble.
I wait, both.
Yeah,
God damn it. Oh,
yeah,
brain
I
rot
hawk
is
two
real.
of that thing, and I don't even have to commit financial crimes to do it.
Do it. Speaking of, great time for me to launch my new Missy meme coin,
Yes. What is your meme coin called, Missy?
the Fredonian dollar.
Oh, of course.
Ah,
You'll have to watch Wizworld Live to get that Fluv.
Flu.
Flua on that thing. That thing being trivia. So here comes question 8. People who have a... Oh, you read it. It's your question.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Fluval.
People who have a marked physical reaction to beautiful art are said to suffer from what syndrome? Proust syndrome, Jerusalem syndrome, Stendhal's syndrome, or Beckett's syndrome.
Fun fact about this. I don't have this, but I understand what it is, because when I go to art museums, I get genuinely overwhelmed by, 1, being around so much good art, but 2, realizing I'm not going to be able to retain it all. And about halfway through, I start to get anxiety, being like, there's so much good shit, and I know I'm not going to remember all this. I know, this is all temporal. So it's just fuck, what am I supposed to remember? So it's actual anxiety about enjoying myself so much that I start to not be able to enjoy the art. It's really funny.
But also Wiz's comment.
People get this when they see my calves. Yes. Oh, yes.
Your calves are legendary. Just take an art.
Three of these, I can tell you 3 of these are actual syndromes. One of these I don't believe is an actual syndrome.
Did you make it up? No.
No, this was, no, I didn't know. The Millionaire Question people did.
I know that it's not one of them, but that one is real.
Time is out, so which one do you know it's not, and which one is that you think is also
I think
real?
it's not Jerusalem syndrome, because
That is
that's something
correct.
people get in Jerusalem, where they're
Yes.
like, "Oh my God, holy visions!"
Yes.
and they
It's
might think they're
Okay,
a
so they are all
messiah
real,
or-
but one of them is misspelled. And
Oh,
not by
okay.
you. By the show.
By the, I wonder if they spelled it to make it look like the writer and not a different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Samuel Beckett is so Beckett's syndrome is not one, and it's spelled differently than the real Beckett syndrome.
Beckett's disease is a disorder that causes blood vessel inflammation throughout your body.
Yes, which is but and then the other one, Proust syndrome, is the is memory recall, I believe, from of a smell. It's a reference to one of his novels where it opens due to a smell causing a vivid memory of the person's childhood, like the smell of a biscuit getting dunked into tea.
Yeah.
That's Proust syndrome, which means the correct answer is Stendhal syndrome.
Oh, who's that?
He was a person who had marked reaction to art
Yeah.
and stuff.
The affliction is named after the 19th century French author Stendhal, pseudonym of Marie-Henri Bailly, who described his experience with the phenomenon during his 1817 visit to Florence, Italy, in his book Naples and Florence, A Journey from Milan to Reggio, where he visited the Basilica of St. Croce, where Niccolo Machiavelli, Michelangelo, and Galileo Galilei are buried. He was overcome with profound emotion. He wrote, "I was in a sort of ecstasy from the idea of being in Florence, close to the great men whose tombs I had seen, absorbed in the contemplation of sublime beauty. There's a lot of dots in this, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Sublime beauty.
Just like my
I
wife.
reached the point
Enterprise.
where one encounters celestial sensations. Everything spoke so vividly to my soul. If I could only forget. I had palpitations of the heart, what in Berlin they call nerves. Life was drained from me. I walked with the fear of falling. And scene. Oh, and a more recent account of the Stendhal syndrome was in 2018 when a visitor to the Uffizi Gallery in Florence suffered a heart attack while admiring the birth of Venus.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and
But
you
yes,
know who didn't get it being the question correct?
Proust syndrome is this
Ism got it wrong. I got it right. Ism got it right the fastest. You failed my test. They got it right the fastest, gaining 692 points, while Shrek Regis and Fuck Regis both got it wrong. Shrek Regis losing 870 points and Fuck Regis losing 714 points. Both multiversal versions of Regis got it wrong. The Regis who is Shrek and the Regis who is Fuck.
I'm Shrek Regis. I'm fucked.
I'm Fuck Regis. I'm the Regis who fucks.
It's the Regis who loves trivia because they fuck.
Yes. As it is our leaderboard, where Missy Walk Run is in first. Shrek Regis, despite getting it wrong, holding on to second place. Apollo 1 question Ale in third. Norm MacDonald in fourth. Slander holding fifth at 0 points. Tied with Do you think you could lift a Scion TC?
Leia's coming like an onion.
I got Leia's Gelman like an onion.
All right, we're giving away prize. We're giving a trip to far, far away land. You're on the air. All right, I'm going to spin the wheel. Oh, God damn it. I spun it all the way off. Oh, God.
The one who fucks.
Did you know that Chris Gethard briefly sat in Regis's chair?
Oh,
because on an episode of Live with Kelly Ripa, Gethard co-hosted it.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
It was his audition to take over the role of co-host that eventually went to her husband.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Great audition prize. That's like very Jeopardy producer Mike Edwards picking himself.
Because after Michael Strahan
Mike Richards. Sorry.
Gethard on Twitter openly campaigned to get a shot at hosting Live.
Incredible.
This is not a joke. Regis and Kathy Lee was my mom's all-time favorite show. It would make her so happy if I got the Regis slot I want in. At Kelly Ripa, I was on Hope and Faith in 2004. If you let me audition for your co-host slot, I will crush it and make you and my mom proud. I watched it honestly. Like, these are all tweets of him just like, let me co-host.
Incredible.
He even did a Notes app screenshot tweet.
He
Hashtag Kelly and Gethard.
Manifested it.
And he did, in fact, get to do it.
That's like when Ben Schwartz and Andy Pally co-hosted the Late Show for that 1 week. Yeah.
In that era,
incredible.
The co-hosts who were on there was one episode with guest co-host Jerry O'Connell, Keenan, and Gethard. Oh no, Gethard was also a guest on that episode. Okay. With Kelly Ripa and Jerry O'Connell from Lower Decks. But Gethard also did co-host.
Thank you.
Thank you, plausible deniability. You can still join our game of trivia by going to crowd.live and entering code ZNIQK. People with 0 points are in 5th and 6th, so it's still anyone's game.
It's possible.
As we go to question 9 in this supersized episode of Grand Trivia. Question 9 is next, Wiz. Who is credited with inventing the first mass-produced helicopter?
Igor Sikorsky, Elmer Sperry, Ferdinand von Zeppelin, or Gottlieb
Daimler.
Can't say it. Thank you.
Daimler, Daniel.
This question
with the white kicks.
This question was won and was worth the most amount of money ever done. It was $2.16 million.
Wow.
When they had a ranking jackpot that increased during the time that for every game that someone did not win.
That's fun.
And this person knew it. No lifelines needed. Just straight up no scoped it.
And that person was none other than, of course, Blackout, the helicopter transformer, so they had an unfair advantage.
It was.
Because they're like, well, obviously I know this.
Helicopter
it was
is
also
an
H-Dub.
acronym.
Dang, I didn't know you were a transformer, H-Dub.
This makes sense. This is why H-Dub watches Forged in Fire, because forging is a thing that you do to the metal in robots.
That's a real Skyhopper move.
Yeah.
The helicopter invented by Mr. Cop Heliter, of course.
Yeah, here's a fun fact. There's a helicopter transformer named Skyhopper and a helicopter transformer named Skyhyper.
Ooh. I'm definitely
Skyhyper
Skyhyper.
is the good one, and Skyhopper is the bad one.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin this thing so fast it will just like stay in the air.
Yeah.
No, it will just keep going. No, it's fine. Trust me. Please welcome to the stage, Helen Copter.
5 of you said Igor Sikorsky. 1 of you said Elmer Sperry. None of you thought it was Ferdinand von Zeppelin. 3 of you said it was Gottlieb Daimler.
Close split on here, but this time majority knew. Majority wins. Igor Sikorsky is correct.
That's right. It was Igor the Chopper Sikorsky.
Igor.
Classic Igor. Let's
Classic
go to the leaderboard.
Igor.
Aquabung got it right the fastest, gaining 784 points, while Shrek Regis lost the most points, losing 914. But nonetheless, Missy Walk Run in first. Opala won Questionala in second. Do you think you can lift a Scion TC in third? Issam in fourth. Norm McDonald in fifth.
Norm, no longer
Regis in
screwed.
sixth. Yes, the Sith did celebrate Halloween. Official lie in seventh, and Caro in eighth place, ahead of many people who have been playing much longer in this game of trivia. As we go now to question number 10.
In the TV series The Brady Bunch, what is Carol Brady's maiden name? Is it Martin, Tyler,
Right,
Nelson, or Franklin?
Here's a story about a lovely lady.
This person had all their lifelines, used them
Lovely
all.
lady!
And had all their lifelines, used them all, walked away. If they had guessed, they still would have been wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone was wrong. It was incredible.
Glivalo.
But yes, this is revealed in an episode where Jan and someone pretends to be Mrs. Brady's ex-husband and says that they weren't divorced, and so they have like a ceremony where she reveals her maiden name during.
Oh, I thought it was
where it's taken from.
I thought it was based on the one where where Mike and Carol get a divorce. Also, I
Yes,
want to say,
they had a rough split.
I got to say, it was definitely. Oh, I see. Never mind. What?
So were the other parents still alive in the Brady Bunch?
One of them's dead. One of them's a widower or widow.
And one's divorced. Carol
Yeah.
is just divorced, and Mike.
Mike's the widower.
Mike's the widow.
And they never see their dad? What a
Yep,
deadbeat.
just a split.
That was some of the controversy around the show at the time.
That he was a deadbeat dad?
No, that she was
She was divorced and remarried.
a divorcee.
Oh. I think it's worse that he was a fucking deadbeat.
Yeah, Mike is a widowed architect. Yeah, what does happen there? What is the deal with
Like, he never
their dad?
hangs out
They didn't
with
want to have
his
to pay a guest
children?
actor.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he was. I don't think he's a recurring character.
He's
Like,
not.
every other weekend.
Did she murder him?
he
Did
was
she?
gone.
Did he murder the other parent? Did
Here's
she
the
murder?
story about a black widow who schemed with 3 girls of her own. All of them had hair of blonde, like their mother. They also all had nerves. Until one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. Now let's see what her maiden name was. That's right, it was Tyler. You all got it wrong. You got it wrong. Actually, I think the answer on the sheet is wrong.
Really?
Yes, it is actually Martin. It is not Tyler, so 4 of you got it right.
Is it Martin?
According to Wikipedia, her name is Carol Martin. Oh, but wait, is that her second husband, her first
That's
husband's
her
last name?
Yeah, that's not her. Yeah, her maiden name is Tyler. Yeah.
You all fell for my trick.
I was just like, wait a minute. I'm like, did the Millionaire question writers get it wrong?
So so Carol Tyler was once engaged to Thomas Patrick O'Malley, but they did not marry. Her first husband, Daniel Allen Martin, disappeared without an explanation, leaving her to raise their 3 girls on her own. She's the perfect match for Michael Paul Brady. Together they make a perfectly symmetrical family. Wait, this is the Brady Bunch wiki. Together they make a perfectly symmetrical family. For a time, Carol is a liberated woman. Although she chooses to be a stay-at-home mom, she is anything but a housewife. She's a freelance writer, a sculptor, a political activist, and a singer. She also organizes plays and PTA events while keeping dinner on the table. Some of her favorite things are large terracotta vases, dangly earrings, and singing in church. She also loves telling corny jokes and finding clever ways of singing her husband.
This was written by Carol. She had a wine glass in her hand and was like, tee.
The only links out on this page are to the daughters. Oh no, here it is. Here's Mike.
Beautiful.
Mike is really low. They were on the Love Boat. Carol and Mike Brady were on a Love Boat episode, yeah.
Oh, of course I'm sure they were. On honeymoon.
At home with Alice, their maid.
Oh, I forgot they had a maid.
And Greg, that's funny. So Carol, Greg, and Alice are the only characters to appear in every episode of the Brady Bunch. Probably because the guy who played Mike was like, I should be better than this. I don't want to be on this episode this week.
Oh yeah, he was very much one of those people like, I do serious theater. I'm on this sitcom because you're lucky I'm on here.
He was absent for 2 episodes during the series run. Goodbye, Alice, Hello, and The Harebrained Scheme. The reason for Robert Reed's absence in the first one, Goodbye, Alice, Hello, has never been explained. And however much of this,
Jan.
He's not in the series finale.
Wow.
Mike Brady is not in the series finale because Reed was so intensely disgusted with the episode script that he demanded to be written out.
Wow.
Yep.
As such, Mike did not attend Greg's high school graduation at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so Carol mentions in passing to Greg, too bad your father had to be out of town.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the only main character to be absent for more than 1 episode. Because the Brady kids, other than Greg, are all only absent in 1 episode.
Right?
Here's the story
God.
of a contract dispute.
Dun,
Dun 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 dun.
dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Missy Walk Run is still in first despite getting it wrong. Because all of you got it wrong. Missy's Millionaire Madness Matty lost the most points, losing 717, while Norm MacDonald waited and sat with the uncertainty. And then only answered at the very end, only losing 127 points. Exactly.
Apollo might be in second and didn't answer.
Yeah, Apollo did not answer, which is the smartest move of all when you don't know a question.
Walk away.
Let's see who will be smart and not answer. Question 11.
Who did artist Grant Wood use as the model for the farmer in his classic painting American Gothic?
Now,
a
I also
traveling
knew this
salesman, local sheriff, his dentist, or his butcher? This question was worth $1 million and was won by the first woman to win $1 million, Nancy Christie. And
This
I've
also may
been
have been
by
on.
this
I
house.
think I know this one.
I think
You've
I've done
been
this
there?
question before. Yes,
You've
I've been in
been
this
to that
house.
house?
Yeah, it's in Eldon, Iowa. It's in like the middle of a residential neighborhood. It's really weird. You like turn into some houses and then you take a left and then like there's the house.
Just like the Winchester Mystery House.
Mm-hmm.
It's right by a mall. There are 2
Very
malls.
unassuming.
It's across the street from a movie theater.
Yeah. The movie theater looks cool
Yeah.
and like of the same
Yeah,
time.
it's by
of
like
old
a
time period.
It's by a shopping center. It's by a very modern looking mall.
Yeah.
And right condo thing, and then a mall from the that looks like it's from the 60s and has all Googie art styles. And the Googie art styles are cool. But the big rectangular mall sucks and just like towers over the Winchester Mystery House.
I want to go see. I've not seen. I want to see that so bad. I've never been.
Yeah.
I want to see all of the rooms that go nowhere.
The door to nowhere is kind of cool. Yeah, Apollo, 1 question. Allah only answered 1 question.
The suffering is real.
And they're in second place.
But this might be a good chance for some people to make up points. Yeah, you knew the answer beforehand. Some other people might. I believe, as you said, this is a repeat question. I probably have used this on trivia that I've done before. It's one of my favorite little facts. Because, again, it's an Iowa-related trivia fact.
That's true, it is. Well, let's see what everyone picked. None of you said traveling salesman. 1 of you said local sheriff. 5 of you said dentist. 3 of you said butcher.
Ooh. Well, his butcher is close to the other answer for $1 million that was on the syndicated version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Wiz,
What?
you're getting an ad?
Oh, no.
What?
I have the thing enabled. I have the politics and sensitive social issues enabled. Just to try and not get ads, and you're still getting an ad.
That's wild.
Yeah, they have a stop motion ad about how the McRib is back.
It's the McRib time of year.
Everyone buys McRibs. I told you, it has begun.
McDonald's loves the military industrial complex, having it our way.
Well, look, I've killed many ads in my day.
Devoured them for content.
I dealt with the pets.com though.
Oh no, bye blog.
I
can't wait for. Go ahead.
What?
I can't wait for McRib to pop up in the trivia as a contestant.
I made sure that the Geico caveman was compromised to a permanent end. Yeah. You didn't get any pre-rolls or anything earlier tonight. Interesting.
Wild.
Well, let's see what the right answer... Yeah, I also haven't because I don't consume matter. But let's see what the correct answer is to this question. It is dentist! It was actually, the McRib was a subject of trivia on this question. I mean, on this show, this very channel.
What was the McRib question?
I'm trying to see if I can summon it from my mind palace.
Well, while you do that, Grant Wood's model for the farmer's daughter was his sister. And the Gothic, in reference to the American Gothic of that, is the archway behind them, the archway of the window. That is American Gothic style house. That is the reason
it looks like
called
we had an entire episode titled "The McRib is Military Technology."
Oh my god.
Because it, in fact, was military technology.
Oh, for the pressed pork, like a way
The
for rations to
reconstituted
be.
meat, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Here we go. Let's take a look at this classic, this Radio Free Multiverse classic.
Nah.
When we were on Kahoot still.
Oh shit.
The McRib is a boneless pork patty shaped like a miniature rack of ribs that is created using meat restructuring technology originally created by the U.S. military as a cheap way to feed soldiers.
Blog just got Proust syndrome watching this.
And it was 1981 when meat technology developed by the military was turned into a
Blogtoven
fast
really misses
food
Kahoot
icon and staple.
Well, tell Kahoot to
artificial
stop
scarcity.
enshittifying themselves and they'd be
They always
back.
make that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
It was like
Yeah.
space, I think.
Meat
Spacey
restructuring
makeup.
technology is also what we call what happens to intern Arthur from NASA when he gets back from some of his field reporting.
And
we need to do some meat restructuring.
As Science Direct notes, meat restructuring involves the assembly of meat pieces into a cohesive product which aims to simulate or retain the texture of high-quality muscle.
Yes.
So they extract matrix proteins and muscle fibers and then use additives to fake the actual texture of good meat.
Huh.
Indeed, intern nostalgia.
Sauce integral.
Time travel is weird. McRib has no integrity. No, and I also...
No integrity.
You notice I started to say they turned it into a coherent thing. And I was like,
Oh.
no, that is not what they do. They turn it into a cohesive thing. It is still incoherent.
Kahoot errant. The McRib has no integrity. It was found on the Nixon tapes saying that they should bomb North Korea to flood the dams.
Defense Secretary Robert McRib.
Yes.
Yes. Well, now let's go to our leaderboard. Where do you think you could live a Scion TC has taken first place? Apollo One Question Allah in second. Missy Walk Run in third. Norm McDonald in fourth. Phony Friend in fifth. Yes, the Sith did celebrate Halloween. Official Lie in sixth. Caro in seventh. Phony a Friend in eighth. What is Shrek Regis in 9th? Aqua Bung in 10th. Shrek Regis in 11th. Coherent Meat, an Xbox Live auto-generated gamer tag. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shrek Regis in 11th. Buck Regis in 12th. 1 Million Doll Hairs in 13th. Ism in 14th. MISSI'S, a Millionaire Madness Maddie in 15th. Miss Tato's in for Molasses in 16th. And Pissy's Spillionaire Bladderness pooling at the bottom of the leaderboard in 17th place. As we go to question number 12.
Though today it's treated like a treasure, what famous painting was once cut into to enlarge a doorway? Detroit Industry, The Last Supper, Guernica, or The Birth of Venus? This was a question that I knew when I saw it on the show pop up.
Yeah, I think I know.
I know.
It's also a question that if you stop and I didn't know what one of them was, but when I stop and reasoned from the answers there, I'm pretty sure I would know based on that.
And thank you for those yakety sacks, plausible deniability.
Yes, and don't forget that 50-50 will be coming up. We're on question 12.
Well, they have to. It'll come up if they use it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If they forget.
So question 13 and question 14, you have 2 more chances to nail in that 50-50. I'm going to look ahead for those so I can know which ones to be ready for. Interesting options to pick from. The 50-50 plausible deniability is that I will let you know instantly 2 of the answers that are incorrect. So you'll know whether it'll be between blah or blah. It was just someone made a joke about using a 50-50 earlier, and then I offered a real 50-50, and the chat went wild.
Vote where you can. You got 1 minute to vote. Do you want to use the 50-50 on question 13 or question 14?
14. Important poll. Doodle. This is your Ask the Audience moment on your 50-50 question.
Also, thank you, Who Named Maddie, for being the top weekly cheerer with 100 bits.
Ooh.
Unseat Maddie and give us money by cheering bits. Make it so I have to actually make a hype train that is train coming to screen and scaring anyone who's watching from the 1800s. Unseat Maddie and give us money. Well, vote. You have to vote in the chat. 40% of you have voted for question 13, while 60% of you have voted for question 14. Hype train arrive at station. Maddie says, "Come for me," with a giant hail fluval. I like the different strategies of the channels in terms of getting money. With let's do fun bits and entertain you. Me, give me money. 5 of you, 63%, voted question 14. So question 14 has won the poll.
Okay,
of when to use the 50-50.
Perfect.
Perfect. Well, now let's see your answers to this question. 1 of you said Detroit Industry. 4 of you said The Last Supper. 3 of you said Guernica. And 2 of you said The Birth of Venus.
Wow. The correct answer is the one that is a fresco.
It's a wall!
It is painted directly onto the wall. The Last Supper.
It was painted on a wall.
Detroit Industry is a mural done by Diego, I'm blanking. I believe so, in Detroit. I did not know ahead of time what it was, but yes, it's a mural.
Coit Tower's own Diego Rivera?
Yes, they are fresco paintings by Diego Rivera. But the Last Supper, yes, the Last Supper was not treated very well. In fact, the place where the Last Supper was used to store ammunition for a long time, I believe during World War I. And it had to be restored multiple different times because essentially Leonardo da Vinci painted it fucking wrong. He basically was like, I know how to paint frescoes better than other people, and he painted on when it was either dry or wet. He basically did it the opposite way you were supposed to because he thought he knew better. And so, yes, and that's why it keeps flecking all the time because he didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
so yes, a famous but shitty painting. That's why it was treated with such disrespect.
I can't believe none of you corrected me and passed my test. I was testing you. Diego Rivera doesn't have a mural in Coit Tower.
Who does?
Oh, who does?
Diego Rivera trained muralist Victor Arnautoff.
Supervised
25 artists who painted a mural in Coit Tower. And it was funded by PWAP.
I wish we still had
The Public
National-
Works of Art Project, PWAP.
Yeah, this would be so fucking great.
Yeah, the Public Works would be great. Stan Lee, Stan the Man. Stan the Man Lee did some work writing for the public, or the Works Arts Administration, the WPA.
I've been to Coit Tower, Wiz, so I beat you there.
You've never been to Coit Tower? What are you, a tourist? I mean, now you kind of would be.
Nah.
Because you moved down to La La Land. Excelsior! Get that woman who redrew Jesus. Also, I'm joking. You're a local. I graduated from high school early, age 16 and a half. And in 1939, I joined the WPA Federal Theater Project. Yes, you're an expat. Which is also my great new mutant character I'm introducing to the Marvel Universe. Expat! X-Pat. What are their powers? You'll have to read to find out who is the newest addition to Marvel's menagerie of masked mutants. Excelsior!
Expat versus Phone Ranger.
Yes, the Phone Ranger. Well, 4 of you got it right. Which 4? There's only one way to find out. It's going to our leaderboard, where, as you can see, the 4 who got it right are Caro, Missy Walk Run, Phony Friend, Norm McDonald. And that's it.
I'm seeing positive scores.
Missy's Millionaire Madness Maddie lost 740 points, while Caro gained the most points, gaining 506 points, taking Caro up to 6th place, ahead of... Yeah, the Sith did celebrate Halloween, who has not answered any questions. Missy Walk Run in first. Do you think you could lift a Scion TC in second? Opala, one question Allah is still in third, despite answering only one question, to go do their own stream. So not even here. And still leading most of our actual players.
Nah.
Norm McDonald in fourth, and Phony Friend rounding out the top 5 as we go to question number 13.
In addition to his career as an astrologer and prophet, Nostradamus published a 1555 treatise that includes a section on what? Training parrots to talk, cheating at card games, digging graves, or making jams and jellies.
Now,
this is $1 million. Go ahead.
No, you go. What you're saying is actually relevant.
This was the $1 million question that was asked and guessed wrong, but the person skipped questions to get there, so did not lose a full amount on this $1 million question. But they took a stab and did get it wrong. So one of the few $1 million questions that have been answered incorrectly on the show.
I was going to say Nostradamus did not write the beautiful poem in this GIF. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
This was a question that I knew the answer to because it was on QI. And so when it came up here, this is what got me to realize there have been several $1 million questions that, no fucking joke, have been on QI. And I'm like, the writers know. The writers know what they're doing.
That's impressive, one BBBR. You got an answer in and got 0 points for it. I went with a wish. I hope it's jam. Fluval has asked us this. Sure. No, I have. I don't think I don't know. I probably phrased it differently. I was like, which of these is a real prophecy of Nostradamus? But yeah, they steal from the QI elves.
Yes.
Interesting.
I didn't include it, but they asked what red when put like electroencephalograms on them, what red brainwaves, which was lime jello, and that was a QI fact, and they asked that of Anderson Cooper for $1 million, and I was like, I know.
Did Anderson?
No, he walked away. He would have guessed winter green mint.
Why?
They spark. Actually, that's the thing that's known about them.
I've seen
so
them
he
spark.
they just figured that might be a thing. But
fair enough.
I mean, he walked away, so it's not as if he got it wrong.
Good move, walking away, Mr. AC360. I mean, yeah, also was kind of right. But let's see what you picked. One of you said training parrots to talk. 2 of you said cheating at card games. 1 of you said digging graves. 6 of you said making jams and jellies.
Well, the contestant said digging graves. That was the incorrect answer. But the correct answer, making the dreams come true, jams and jellies.
And I will clarify, Missy Walk Run is correct. Missy Walk Run answered... I have to show you.
Ooh, we're getting some behind the scenes
I'm not gonna give
footage.
You that
No.
view.
Oh, okay.
No, I will. it's very funny how it is handling what Missy Walk Run did. It will. Yeah, you got it right.
Yes.
0 points.
0 points.
But
Response time.
response time, none.
None.
So it's showing you did answer and got it right, but you answered outside of time and space, which to me makes me think you should actually get more answers. It should be like if you answer it right on when it would be 0, you get the full answer again.
It's like when those old games went like from base 32 would go from 0. It'd be like 5 to the power of E9, blah, 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 you know,
Yeah.
Breaking code. It's like that.
Yeah.
Do you think Nostradamus won any county fair jam contests? I really fucking hope so.
I would love. Is there a food blogger who's like made Nostradamus's jam and reviewed it?
Oh my god. If not, that might be my new thing. It's the one thing he got right, apparently.
He also wrote beauty recipes, like
Beauty?
using- yeah, like
beauty
using
creams?
pearls as like to scrub your teeth, and like things to make you look pretty.
Tasting History with Max Miller has tried Nostradamus's cherry jelly.
Ooh.
Deep red sour cherry jelly that just feels fancy.
Yeah, it was during a time of like the increased middle class.
What's the recipe? What's the recipes? Cherries and sugar.
Yeah.
Wow, fucking Nostradamus over here. What are you, Poindexter?
Well, here's the actual. So it feels very fancy because it's less sweet than jellies we have today, and it tastes like you're eating the essence of cherries. The jelly is a little softer than modern versions and a beautiful deep red.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
better known today
fine.
for his prophecies, Nostradamus worked as a doctor.
Okay, well, sour cherries are a different variety.
Yeah.
Right?
Recipes
Okay.
for cosmetics and food. He included 2 recipes for cherry jelly. The first is fit to serve to a prince, and the second is.
What the
That's so fucked, Wiz. I don't even know who he is.
What the fuck? At first I was reading that as Japanese internet, and I was like, why would making Japanese food be weird? And then I read it better. That's horrifying.
That's fucked. I predict fruit will be good for jam.
Da da da. Oh, my visions, they're too strong.
I mean, I guess doing it as a like, we should have empathy and understanding for what people in history have endured. But I don't feel like that was the way in which it was presented.
Okay, well, anarchyinajar.com made a jam that's supposed to make you horny.
Ooh! Wait.
Nostradamus, the famed prophetic physician and alchemist during the Renaissance, was also a jammer. It makes sense. Jam is the best medicine, and the process is alchemical, turning fragile, fresh fruit into preserved deliciousness. In his book, Trait de Faramenet de Confitures, whatever, I can't pronounce it, he gives a number of intriguing jam recipes. One I'm working on recreating is Chapter 15 to make a quince jelly of superb beauty, goodness, flavor, and excellence fit to set before a king.
Nostradamus.
I would love to recreate the following recipe, but fear the consequences. Also, I'd have a hard time putting sparrow blood and octopus eyes in jam. Nostradamus claims that if given to a woman with a kiss, it, quote, causes a burning of her heart to perform the love act.
Ooh, wow. Nostradamus trying to fuck.
Yeah, as the blood of
just
7
like,
male
oh,
sparrows bled via the left wing.
Causes heartburn? That makes
Nostradamus,
Of
the
ambergris.
Alec Jones of his time.
Of ambergris, the rate of 57 barley seeds. 7 grains of musk. Of the core of the best cinnamon that can be found, the weight of 377 barley seeds. Why 377?
Invest in cinnamon reserves right now. I'm telling you all. You gotta get in the cinnamon. It's gonna be big money.
Of the arms of an octopus, the original French misprints prepare poison for poison as it is not impossible, with dictated typesetting. 1 eyelet from each preserved and prepared in honey. Of mace, the weight of 21 grains. Of sweet flag, the weight of 500 grains. I would not put the flag in a recipe, and that feels like it's really paying disrespect.
I said flag.
That's what I said. I enunciated that all very carefully.
Rhesus, bees laughter.
Oh, you can purchase anarchy jams.
Yeah, you can purchase Anarchy Jams.
I feel
To
like
make the honey, it's making the bees laugh.
Grapefruit and smoked salt marmalade.
I feel like anarchy jam is jam that you either make at home from like fruit that grew like wild in the streets, or traded a neighbor for because
Yeah.
they made it. with
Yeah, I'm
Fruit
curious
Wild
if these
from
were
the
like donated to
streets.
support something or not, but I don't know. That's your jam.
That's my jam.
Oh yeah, that's
All
my
right.
jam, as is this trivia question. Ow!
Don't forget, this is where your 50-50 comes into play.
Yeah.
Yes, your
So
50-50
I will
comes up
tell you
next.
all beforehand, coming up next, which ones it's not.
It was democratically decided that I have to be the fucking jam guy for the community. Well, it was fucking decided we have to go to our leaderboard, where Missy Rock Run is in first place, despite getting 0 points on that question. Opala won Questionala up to second. Phony Friend in third, Norm MacDonald in fourth, and Caro, despite coming over halfway through our game, is now on the top 5 in 5th place as we go to question 14. The 50.
The answers are not A or C. It is not A or C. On the periodic table, there are 4 different elements named after what? Is it a moon of Neptune or a Swedish mining village? It's not Antoine Lavoisier's pet cat, and it's not Marie Curie's maiden name. The special interesting thing about this question is it was asked to none other than Lauren Lapkus, who made it to the $1
Lauren
million
Lapkus.
question.
It's
This
wild.
was
I
also
know
one
Millionaire
that I
still
knew
on.
from QI.
It's wild that Lauren Lapkus' career and Millionaire overlapped because I
Yes.
don't think about the post-Regis versions that much.
Hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. Well, recently, in my research for this, I didn't realize that Ike Barinholtz had gotten on, and him and his dad had won $1 million as of this
Mazel
year.
And who's the host
On a
now?
Scrabble question that Jimmy Kimmel, they did ask the host, and Jimmy knew it as well. Because he apparently, like, Jimmy Kimmel, like, loves Scrabble and won a Scrabble tournament.
Oh, Kimmel's
makes
still the
sense.
host?
Yes, Kimmel's the host still, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you get a point for singing The Elements by Tom Lehrer?
UC Santa Cruz
Missy.
professor Tom Lehrer.
It is your night. Do they get a point?
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know that song. So, I mean, I know of it, but I don't know the song.
It's all of them, but
That's how,
to the tune of a modern Major
Yeah.
General.
That's how Daniel Radcliffe got cast in the Weird Al biopic. Weird Al saw him singing that on the Graham Norton show,
Oh.
and he was like, "I want to
Yeah.
cast him in my biopic."
That makes sense.
I would cast him too.
So here's who's been
He's a
here's who
national
has
fucking
hosted.
treasure.
Here's who has hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I bet I could tell you them in order.
Okay, tell us.
I'll
Regis
take
Philbin.
Aquas.
You mean Regis Francis Xavier Philbin?
Yes. Meredith Vieira.
Yeah.
Then it was Chris Hansen,
You skipped 2.
Cedric the Entertainer, and Terry Crews.
Yep.
Then it was Chris Hansen.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I'm not saying Chris. Oh, no. Who's the Bachelor host? I keep saying Chris Hansen. That's not who it is. Was it Chris Harrison? Chris Harrison. Sorry. Thank you. That's who it is.
And then
And then there was
And who
someone
was it?
else. Shit. I don't remember who was before Kimmel. You have to tell me.
Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison, but then no, who's the other one? Is that all?
No, Chris Harrison is the one before Kimmel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So then there's one other. I don't remember who the other one is then.
There's no one else.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yep, I got him. Okay.
Yeah, no, it goes Chris Harrison and then Kimmel.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, it's Regis Francis Xavier Philbin, Meredith Louise Vieira, Cedric Antonio Kyles, the Entertainer, Terry Allen Cruz, Chris Brian Harrison, and Jimmy Christian Kimmel.
Yeah, and in the UK, it's Chris Tarrant was the original host, and then Jeremy Clarkson is now the host.
Has he punched anyone there yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so he's still working there. Let's see what everyone picked on this question. 0 of you said Antoine Lavoisier's pet cat. 7 of you said a moon of Neptune. 0 of you said Marie Curie's maiden name. And 3 of you said a Swedish mining village. So you listened to the 50-50.
Yes. And interestingly, you picked a moon of Neptune. However, minerals are found on Earth. So would it make not more sense that they would be named after Swedish mining villages?
Tisk Tisk says Wizworld Live. Tisk Tisk.
I would have gotten this wrong.
Tisk Tisk. Yes, only Shrek Regis, Norm MacDonald, and Caro got it right. So now Norm MacDonald is in first, Opala one question all in second, and Caro all the way up in 3rd place.
Wow!
Yes.
Yep.
We told you this was anyone's game!
Yes, Caro in 3rd place, despite coming in late into our game of trivia.
Yes, that is one of the ones Plausible 9P is pointing out there. Yes. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but that is
I guessed.
one of the ones from there. Yep. All right, then. There's one last one.
Caro has, like, come back that far, that quick, in third place, as we go in to our final question of the night. But there's something that you have to do before you can play that game of trivia. Or that final question. And you must wager your points. Your hint is this is a trivia question.
I'll give you one even further hint. This is not from the American Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is the first question that was won on the British Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for £1 million.
From UK Millionaire.
There was one question for UK Millionaire for £1 million that is very funny because it was which of these is not part of the Triple Crown, and for an American question that'd be really easy, but for the UK they managed to get it, but it was one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, culturally that would be the Triple Crown horse races. There's 3 different ones that are.
I thought I had heard of it.
Which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, or Henry V? If you're a fan of the play The Lion in Winter, you might know this. Where Eleanor
if you're a fan of the British monarchy,
or the French monarchy, because Aquitaine was part of France. It was when France and England were connected by Eleanor of Aquitaine. In fact,
I just saw Henry's and said British. That's all that happened there.
But it is British too. Yes,
person.
She is. I love Eleanor Aquitaine. I'm obsessed. And if you play Civ 6, she's a figure in it.
She popularized courtly love.
Mm-hmm.
She popularized it. Well, Anakin and Padme did it first.
And I played her son, John, in the play.
Oh.
I think Anakin Skywalker popularized courtly love because that was a long time ago, okay? Okay?
When they win £1 million, they get crushed by it. Yes, it's 1 million coins that drop from the ceiling. And it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Is she the mermaid? Maybe.
Does she want to be where the people are?
Disastrous click!
Oh, hell yeah.
Wiz, our history major, master of history.
Intern Shrek Philbin, what do you think it is? Oh, go ahead, Philbin.
Wiz missing this is so funny.
Oh, I saw the answer in but I wouldn't have necessarily gotten it right. I could eliminate like 1 or 2 of them, but I'm not a master of history.
You're not. You weren't there. Amoinus was alive when this happened.
Yeah, Amoinus was there.
Yeah. Amoinus I'm sure has slammed down drinks with Eleanor and has stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell us your favorite Eleanor of Aquitaine story.
Right?
The courtly love.
Well, let's see what everyone picked. None of you said Henry the First. 4 of you said Henry the Second. 3 of you said Dick the First. 2 of you said Henry the Fifth. The correct answer is, of course,
group thinks the right one out there.
Henry the Second it is.
Henry the Second.
And the person knew because they visited the tomb of Eleanor of Aquitaine earlier that summer, and so had knew the answer that way.
So 4 of you got it right. But only 1 of you got it right for points.
Throw down the monarchy.
But only 1 of you got it right for points.
Ooh!
Only one. For all of the 4 who got it right, only 1 of them gains points from this.
Wow!
Oh, wow.
So let's see who won our game of Missy's Millionaire Madness. In third place, it's none other than Missy Walk Run.
With 0!
With 0. In second place, Paulo, 1 question.
Who wasn't even playing.
With 40 points. And in first place, your winner is Caro.
We say it's anyone's game.
We said it was anyone's game, and it was. Caro won Missy's Millionaire Madness.
Congratulations on your win.
Woo!
Yes.
Yay.
Congratulations, Caro. You came in late and you somehow managed to win our game of trivia. But don't worry, there's something that will not only be given to Caro as a reward for this game of trivia. And of course, it is the iconic, the standard. Disney made us destroy a Warner Brothers owned planet in order to do this whole tie-in. So we destroyed
Who wants to
WB
blow up a
World
planet?
again. Yeah, who wants to blow up a planet?
Thank you for suffering all with me on this.
Yes.
And turns out most of us wouldn't be millionaires, but that's okay because the real winners are all of us who suffered along the way.
Yes. And if you want to suffer again next
Just
week,
like in capitalism.
if you want to suffer again on something just like capitalism next week on Grand Trivia, you can join us for Santa Trivia.
Ooh.
Trivia questions all about
Ho,
old
ho,
Santa
ho.
Claus.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Suffer, everyone. Missy,
Suffer.
Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to plug right here on Grand Trivia to our millions of viewers across billions of viewers across the multiverse?
Yes. For the billions of people who across the universe.
Multiverse.
Regis, this is Regis as Shrek.
Yeah.
I want you all to see Shrek Regis. And you can listen to Red Sharks on the Missy Information Superhighway. New episode released tonight about the one where they go and fight Nazis. Like, not space Nazis, but just straight up Nazis.
Wow.
As
Hey,
well
Wiz.
as With the Former Randoms, the show that airs before this show on
Yes.
Wednesday nights.
So follow so you can know when it goes live. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m.
Indeed,
Eastern.
indeed.
And by the way, Wiz, my bitrate is also too damn high. So we'll see you next week. We have
Shrek.
your coordinates.
What is Santa?
What is Santa?
What is Santa?
Good question.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.